Hey guys, Commander here. Figured I would finally get the last EV camera, but let's get the speed EV training for base game out of the way. The location is south of Cabo Poco slash your, the player's house, or south of it. And I will show you where it is on the map. It's this area right over here. And you don't need to do any sort of special sandwich like you did with the special attack EV training, because, for the Mareeps and Flappies to spawn, everything, it's only speed EVs down here. So I have plus on mine, and I am working on trying to get better builds for 6-star raids, so you can get better chances at ability patches, or you could just under trade for a while and you'll eventually start getting them from the hacked Pokemon. Just take that item and then either trade that Pokemon away or release it. Do not put it into Pokemon Home because it will screw it up. But you only want to bring sweepers here. The only time you would do max health, max speed, very few Pokemon can make that work. And I don't know of any Pokemon that does work consistently on. I'm just going to blow through all my nuzzles and then a few quick attacks just so you guys can get a basic idea. And the next EV training guide is going to be finally outside of Paldea. We're going to be going to Kitakami, and we're going to be hunting down Hoot, knock down a couple other Pokemon. You will need a lot of ingredients for sandwiches. I will go over the sandwich for every type that you will need for the EV training guides. When I start making those, I just don't have the resource. I just don't really think to write them down when I record, before I record. But this is a very easy farm. They're level 1, level 2, so even bringing Pokemon like level 10, it might get a little close with the calcs, but I would say level 15 or maybe level like 10 to 15 is where you'll start one-shotting these. Obviously, plus on mine under 72, and my BP farm guide will be made sometime next week or the week after. I just only have about 6,600 at the moment. I cannot battle this Magikarp. No, whatever. Wingull and Weasel like to spawn on the island. I don't have a lot of Pokemon that I need to EV train speed for, so it took me about 5 minutes to figure out 6 Pokemon. I didn't want to just go in with plus on mine. Yeah, so if you bring the opposite power item of what you're training, you see I have the bracers and the lenses for while doing speed, just to make it as efficient as possible. Nuzzle's a very good move. It maxes out at 32 PP. And granted, it's a 20 base power physical electric. You might be wondering why I'm thinking of keeping it on Minun, or maybe Puzzle, whichever one has that higher special attack. The reason is very similar to my old Jolteon build that I will very rarely, but it's rare, but I'll pull it out. It's a max speed, max special attack. I think it's timid nature with Thunder Wave, Electro Ball, Shadow Ball, and Protect. And I don't have Volt Absorb, I've actually got Quick Feet. And the idea around that set is just to be as fast as possible. Nuzzle also lets you chip and break things like Sturdy, Pokemon's on a ground type. And it'll let you get, minor chip damage, and if they have a Sash, it'll break it. Where are we at? Oh, we're actually almost maxed out already. How many to... I did buy a lot of vitamins with the farm, and 92. That's about, I want to say 10 more KOs. Not 10. It's probably about 12 more KOs. Alright. Yeah, I wanted to get the Speed EV training guide out. This one's going to be a lot shorter than my other guides usually are. Just because this one's a lot more centralized and easy. I'm not sure what the next video is going to be, but my next EV training guide is going to be in Kitakami. I might just do the Terra Raid farming again, where I just chat, and ramble. But just all the standard YouTube channels, like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever else I've always missed. I hope everyone has a good day or night, and a very good weekend. This is the second video of 2024. And I plan to try eventually making this full-time by the end of the year or by the start of 2025. I know it's a long time away, but the time will fly, especially if you guys stay with me through the journey. Once this becomes full-time, I'm going to really try investing into getting an actual, capture card, a cam for the face, all that, get very good editing software. But I'll have to figure all that out in my own time. Yeah, so it's just about maxed out. And once you do max out the opposite stat that you're training, so for example, I'll just use plus ult special attack. If you're very close, the feathers work. If you only have the base game, you kind of do have to finish it. I just like having these as a threshold. Alright, yeah, 20. So I'll just use 2 calcium each. You can do this farm in the base game, but it's very slow. You have to really do raid farming. And then protein for them. When you're done with the stats, you usually want to save. And then I'm just going to switch the items. And then I will call it. I cannot wait to travel to Kitakami, and on January 11th, the epilogue comes out. I'm definitely gonna want to get my hands on that. Alright. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And we will be leaving Paldea for the first time to EV train. We've left Paldea before, but now we're doing things a bit different. I will see everyone in Kitakami. And I hope everyone has a good day or night.